There is a particular depth to the way a man responds to a Sigma female, a response that transcends ordinary attraction and touches the realm of admiration and reverence. He sees her independence not as a challenge to be overcome, nor as an obstacle to intimacy, but as a rare and valuable quality that commands respect. In her self-sufficiency, he witnesses a manifestation of strength that is both quiet and resolute, a demonstration of a life lived on one's own terms. He recognizes that she does not seek approval from the world, and he is captivated by this freedom, this unshakable sense of self. Unlike conventional admiration that may focus on appearance or status, his recognition is deeply psychological. It is an acknowledgement of her capacity to navigate her own path, to make choices that honor her inner truth rather than conform to expectation. He perceives in her a reflection of qualities he himself aspires to embody: discipline, authenticity, and courage, qualities that require the confrontation of one's own fears and limitations. His fascination is not about possession or conquest, but about resonance, a silent acknowledgement of the rare alignment between two complex souls where autonomy and admiration coexist. This admiration manifests in subtle ways that reveal a profound attentiveness to her essence. He does not seek to interfere with her decisions or to dictate the terms of her life. Instead, he observes, listens, and learns, allowing her actions and words to inform his understanding. He notices the careful ways she organizes her world, the choices she makes that prioritize self-growth and reflection, and he feels drawn to the layers of her individuality. His respect is expressed through patience, a willingness to support without control, and an understanding that true connection cannot be forced upon a woman whose life is defined by self-reliance. He experiences her presence as both inspiring and humbling, recognizing that the depth of her independence challenges him to become more intentional in his own life. This dynamic is not about dominance or submission, but about a balance of energies, where admiration fuels attraction and curiosity, and where each interaction deepens his awareness of the profound intelligence, wisdom, and inner fortitude that she carries. In this process, he also experiences transformation within himself. Her independence acts as a mirror, reflecting both his strengths and the areas where he may lack autonomy or clarity. By witnessing her commitment to living authentically, he is encouraged to confront his own tendencies toward dependency or conformity. The respect he feels evolves into a protective and supportive energy, one that seeks to honor her individuality while gradually building trust and emotional closeness. It is a love that is not reactive but reflective, not impulsive but measured, and profoundly rooted in the recognition that to admire her is to understand her. The power of this admiration lies in its quiet, steady force. It does not demand or impose but observes, learns, and aligns itself with the natural rhythm of her life. In essence, the first unmistakable sign that a man is falling for a Sigma female is the deep, abiding reverence he holds for her independence, a reverence that forms the foundation of authentic emotional connection and enduring respect. One of the most telling signs that a man is genuinely falling in love with a Sigma female is the depth of his attentiveness toward her mind. He is not captivated solely by her appearance or charm, but by the intricacies of her thoughts, the clarity of her reasoning, and the layers of meaning she embeds in her words. He listens with intent, not passively, but with the purpose of truly understanding who she is beneath the surface. Each conversation is an exploration, a subtle excavation of her inner landscape where ideas, beliefs, and emotions intertwine. He values the nuance in her speech, noticing patterns in her thinking and appreciating the way she approaches challenges independently. His engagement is neither performative nor transactional. It is an authentic attempt to comprehend her uniqueness. In observing her, he recognizes that her mind is a realm of autonomy and strength, a place where she has cultivated wisdom through introspection and experience. This attentiveness reflects a profound psychological resonance, an unspoken acknowledgement that her individuality is not simply an attribute, but an essence that deserves respect, consideration, and time. His attentiveness is evident in his curiosity and the quality of his inquiries. He asks questions not to impress or dominate the conversation, but to draw out her insights and perspectives, showing that he values her intellect as much as her presence. He remembers details she shares, recalls opinions and preferences, and refers back to these moments in later conversations, signaling that her words have weight and significance in his perception of her. There is a sense of reverence in the way he engages, a subtle but unmistakable recognition that her independence extends beyond her actions into the realm of thought. He treats her ideas with care, never dismissing or trivializing them, understanding that the depth of her mind mirrors the depth of her individuality. This attentiveness creates a dynamic where she feels seen, heard, and understood, not as someone to be guided or changed, but as someone whose consciousness is valued in its complexity and authenticity. Through this focused attentiveness, he demonstrates not only affection, but also emotional intelligence. He is aware that genuine connection with a Sigma female is cultivated through respect and understanding, rather than urgency or conventional pursuit. His engagement encourages her to express herself fully, knowing that she is met with interest and thoughtful reflection rather than judgment. Over time, his attentiveness becomes a silent yet powerful form of devotion, signaling a love that is patient, steady, and rooted in recognition of her intrinsic worth. It is a love that seeks to mirror the depth of her own consciousness, embracing both her independence and the subtle vulnerability she chooses to share. In essence, when a man listens so profoundly and attentively to a Sigma female, it is an unmistakable sign that he is drawn not only to who she is outwardly, but also to the expansive, intricate landscape of her mind, establishing a foundation for trust, intimacy, and enduring emotional connection. A defining sign that a man is falling in love with a Sigma female is the patience he demonstrates in relation to her unique rhythm of life. Unlike relationships defined by urgency or pressure, he understands that a woman who values independence requires space to maintain her sense of self. He does not attempt to hasten intimacy or force emotional disclosure, nor does he impose timelines or expectations upon her personal journey. His presence is consistent yet unobtrusive, offering support without intrusion. This patience is not passive acceptance, but an active acknowledgement that love with a Sigma female is cultivated gradually through observation, understanding, and trust. He is aware that any attempt to control or rush the connection would likely push her away, and so he aligns his behavior with her need for autonomy. In doing so, he demonstrates not only respect for her individuality, but also a deep psychological awareness of the delicate balance between closeness and freedom, understanding that true intimacy arises when both partners maintain their authentic selves. His restraint is further visible in the way he manages his own desires and impulses. While his feelings may be intense, he tempers them with self-discipline, recognizing that expressions of affection must be thoughtful and considerate. He refrains from overwhelming her with constant attention or overt displays of attachment, instead allowing the relationship to develop organically. This measured approach signals emotional maturity, an ability to prioritize long-term connection over immediate gratification. He does not seek to fill gaps in her life or replace her sense of self, but rather to enhance her world through steady presence and quiet support. In respecting the boundaries she establishes, he communicates that his love is rooted in understanding rather than possession, and that his attraction is not dependent on altering her independence, but on celebrating it. Over time, this patience and restraint cultivate a bond that is both resilient and meaningful. By offering consistent presence without coercion, he earns trust and creates a space where she feels safe to reveal deeper aspects of herself. She recognizes that he honors her autonomy while remaining committed, and this understanding becomes a foundation for authentic intimacy. His ability to wait, to observe, and to respect her natural pace reflects a love that is conscious rather than reactive, intentional rather than impulsive. In essence, a man who exhibits patience and restraint in his interactions with a Sigma female demonstrates a profound recognition of her individuality, a capacity for emotional intelligence, and a commitment to connection that is enduring, thoughtful, and deeply aligned with the principles of respect, freedom, and mutual growth. His love is expressed not in urgency or dominance, but in measured, consistent actions that reflect an unwavering acknowledgement of her self-determined existence. A man who is genuinely falling in love with a Sigma female demonstrates his feelings through consistent action rather than mere words. For a woman who values independence and authenticity above all, declarations of affection can be hollow if not supported by observable behavior. He shows reliability in small but meaningful ways, remembering details she shares, following through on promises, and remaining present when she needs support. His consistency communicates that his interest is not fleeting or superficial, but rooted in a deep recognition of her unique qualities. Unlike relationships governed by impulse or performance, his commitment is measured and deliberate. He does not seek to impress her with grand gestures or empty flattery. Instead, he embodies steadiness and integrity, qualities that resonate with the Sigma female's own disciplined and self-directed approach to life. In observing these actions, she discerns the alignment between his intentions and behaviors, which becomes a silent testament to the sincerity of his affection and the depth of his understanding of her independence. Consistency in his behavior also reflects a respect for her autonomy and boundaries. He does not attempt to manipulate her emotions or create artificial dependency. Every choice he makes in her presence is guided by awareness and thoughtfulness, rather than desire for immediate gratification. Whether through small acts of consideration, reliable communication, or patience in difficult moments, he conveys that he values her trust and respects her individuality. This alignment between thought and action creates a sense of psychological safety, allowing her to engage with him without fear of being pressured or misled. It is within this consistent presence that she begins to sense his genuine commitment, as the reliability of his behavior becomes a language of love that transcends conventional expressions and resonates deeply with her need for authenticity and understanding. Over time, the pattern of consistent behavior nurtures trust, creating the conditions for meaningful intimacy. She recognizes that his love is not reactive or dependent on her actions, but is sustained by conscious choice and deliberate engagement. By showing up steadily, honoring boundaries, and supporting her in ways that do not compromise her independence, he communicates a profound alignment of intention and practice. This consistency signals that his attraction is based not on novelty or external factors, but on a genuine appreciation of her essence. In essence, a man's consistent actions act as both mirror and reinforcement, reflecting his integrity while validating her independence. It is through this subtle, enduring pattern of reliability that he demonstrates the depth of his love, earning not only her respect but also the space for a connection that is both authentic and resilient, grounded in mutual recognition, trust, and shared respect for individuality. A man who is genuinely falling in love with a Sigma female demonstrates his feelings through authenticity and a willingness to embrace vulnerability. He does not attempt to impress her with facades or carefully constructed images of perfection. Instead, he reveals his true self with all its complexities, fears, and aspirations. This openness is not an act of recklessness, but a conscious decision to allow her insight into the layers of his consciousness. In doing so, he signals that he trusts her discernment and values the depth of their connection more than the superficial need for approval. The Sigma female, who recognizes and respects honesty and self-awareness, responds to this transparency, perceiving in it a reflection of her own commitment to living authentically. His willingness to be vulnerable communicates a psychological maturity that aligns with her values, showing that he is capable of understanding and engaging with her on a level that transcends trivial attraction. In essence, he is saying that his love is not about what he can gain from her, but about the mutual exploration of two complex, self-contained individuals who are choosing to engage with each other consciously and intentionally. This authenticity manifests in the way he navigates challenges, expresses emotions, and discusses his inner life. He shares not only his successes, but also his uncertainties, demonstrating that he does not fear judgment or rejection. In revealing his vulnerabilities, he invites a reciprocal openness, creating a safe space where dialogue is honest and unguarded. He understands that the Sigma female values depth over pretense, and he refrains from minimizing or hiding the aspects of himself that may be misunderstood by those less attuned to genuine human complexity. His transparency is steady and deliberate, not erratic or performative, providing a foundation of trust and reliability. Through this approach, he signals that he is committed to a relationship built on truth, where connection is not contingent on appearances or manipulation, but on a shared willingness to explore, understand, and accept each other's authentic selves. Over time, his embrace of authenticity fosters a bond that is profoundly resilient and meaningful. The Sigma female recognizes that his willingness to show vulnerability is not a weakness, but an act of strength and conscious engagement. It communicates that he values the relationship for what it truly is, rather than what it could superficially appear to be. His openness encourages deeper emotional intimacy as each party feels seen, understood, and accepted without conditions. In this dynamic, love becomes an exchange of genuine presence, a meeting of two self-contained individuals who choose to engage fully, aware of the challenges and rewards of such a connection. By embracing authenticity and vulnerability, he demonstrates that his love is conscious, intentional, and rooted in respect for her independence, intelligence, and inner complexity. This willingness to reveal his true self stands as a powerful testament to the depth, sincerity, and enduring nature of his feelings. A man who is falling in love with a Sigma female exhibits a quiet, mindful form of protection that is guided by care rather than control. He does not seek to dominate her decisions or impose his perspective upon her life, understanding that her independence is a core aspect of who she is. Instead, he observes and anticipates challenges she may face, offering support in ways that are considerate and unobtrusive. This protective instinct is not possessive, nor is it a means of asserting authority over her choices. It is rooted in awareness, respect, and genuine concern for her well-being. In every interaction, he balances his desire to be present with a recognition of her autonomy, ensuring that his actions enhance her life without infringing on her freedom. By doing so, he communicates a profound understanding of the delicate equilibrium between closeness and independence, demonstrating that love is expressed through support and attentiveness rather than dominance or expectation. His protective nature is expressed through thoughtful actions that reflect observation and insight. He notices subtle signs of stress, fatigue, or challenge in her life and offers assistance in ways that feel natural and respectful. This could be as simple as offering a listening ear when she needs to reflect, or as deliberate as assisting her in solving a problem without assuming control of the situation. The key is that his efforts are guided by intention and sensitivity rather than the need to assert influence. He recognizes that attempts to control would disrupt the balance of trust and respect that defines a meaningful connection with a Sigma female. In providing protection without imposition, he communicates that his love is steady and reliable, capable of adapting to her needs while honoring her independence. This approach reflects emotional intelligence and an understanding that true intimacy thrives when both partners maintain their self-determined paths. Over time, this subtle, mindful protection fosters a sense of security and trust that strengthens the bond between them. She perceives that he values her freedom as much as his own desire to support her, and this awareness deepens her appreciation for his presence. His actions convey that he is attentive to her well-being, not because he seeks control, but because he genuinely cares. This creates a relationship dynamic where respect, autonomy, and love coexist harmoniously. His capacity to protect without controlling reflects a mature understanding of human connection, demonstrating that true affection is expressed through presence, consideration, and sensitivity. In essence, a man who demonstrates this behavior is showing that he values her independence while being fully invested in her safety and happiness, establishing a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and genuine emotional intimacy that endures beyond superficial attraction. A man who is genuinely falling in love with a Sigma female often demonstrates his feelings through a subtle alignment with her values and principles. This is not imitation or a calculated attempt to gain favor, but an authentic resonance with the ideals she holds dear. He recognizes that her worldview, ethics, and personal standards are an essential part of her identity, and he seeks to honor them through his own actions and choices. By demonstrating integrity and thoughtfulness in ways that echo her priorities, he communicates that he perceives her essence and respects it. This alignment does not compromise his individuality. Rather, it reflects a meeting of two conscious, self-contained beings who share a deeper understanding of life's meaning and purpose. His ability to mirror her values signals not only attraction, but a psychological connection that acknowledges the importance of mutual respect, shared principles, and harmonious interaction, forming a strong foundation for trust and authentic intimacy. This mirroring manifests in both subtle and consistent behaviors. He celebrates her accomplishments, supports her ambitions, and engages in practices that reflect consideration for the world she inhabits. For instance, he may demonstrate patience in ways that match her temperament, honor commitments with the diligence she values, or communicate in a manner that resonates with her style and tone. His respect for her ethical and emotional framework encourages her to trust him, understanding that he does not seek to manipulate or override her decisions. It is through these small but meaningful actions that he conveys alignment without sacrificing his own selfhood. This synchronization of values creates a quiet but profound bond, allowing both to feel recognized and understood on a level that goes beyond superficial interaction, as the essence of who they are naturally intersects in the realm of shared principles and meaningful understanding. Over time, this subtle mirroring fosters a sense of emotional resonance and unity. She perceives that he values not only her presence, but also the guiding philosophy that shapes her life. His respect for her principles enhances her sense of autonomy, while simultaneously demonstrating that he is capable of deep comprehension and empathy. The dynamic that emerges is one of partnership without control, where mutual recognition and alignment create the conditions for trust, intimacy, and stability. This reflection of her values signals that his love is thoughtful, intentional, and grounded in the real substance of her individuality. In essence, a man who mirrors the principles and ethics of a Sigma female is showing that he understands her on a profound level, valuing her uniqueness while building a connection that is both authentic and enduring, rooted in mutual respect, shared understanding, and the recognition of each other's integrity. A man who is truly falling in love with a Sigma female maintains an enduring curiosity about her complexity, approaching her not as a puzzle to be solved, but as a rich, evolving presence to be understood and appreciated over time. He recognizes that her independence and self-containment do not make her distant or unapproachable. Instead, they reveal layers of thought, emotion, and experience that invite attentive exploration. This fascination is subtle, consistent, and grounded in respect, not in a desire to control or possess her. He is drawn to the nuances of her personality, the depth of her insights, and the intricacies of her inner life. Each encounter offers him new perspectives, reinforcing the understanding that a Sigma female is not defined by simplicity or predictability. His curiosity signals admiration for her individuality, a recognition that her complexity is not a barrier, but a source of inspiration and connection. This ongoing interest is a testament to the depth of his affection, demonstrating that his love is invested in the entirety of who she is, rather than surface-level impressions or transient attraction. This fascination manifests in careful observation, thoughtful engagement, and genuine attention to the details of her life. He listens closely to her stories, remembers subtle details, and seeks to understand the experiences that have shaped her worldview. Rather than presuming he knows her fully after initial interactions, he approaches each conversation as an opportunity to learn more about her values, motivations, and inner reflections. He does not impose his own expectations or simplify her complexity to make it easier to relate to. Instead, he honors the fullness of her individuality and allows her to reveal herself at her own pace. This approach cultivates a deep sense of trust, as she senses that his interest is authentic, patient, and free from judgment. By sustaining this curiosity, he demonstrates that his love is not fleeting or conditional, but rooted in a desire to truly engage with her evolving identity. Over time, this sustained fascination strengthens their connection, creating a bond that is dynamic, thoughtful, and resilient. She perceives that he values her for the richness of her inner life, not merely for her external qualities or accomplishments. His curiosity encourages ongoing dialogue, emotional openness, and mutual exploration, reinforcing that their relationship is built on recognition, understanding, and respect.